Come on! Can you see that getting red up?
Yep.
Is that the last one?
Two more. We've got one there.
Yeah.
And I think there's another one.
Oh, I think that should be
Watch
it.
fingers.
Can you get that? Look at that there, red hot. Look, see that getting cherry red. Off there. Yes. Now that should lift up in there completely. Okay, so that's coming up there now like that. There's the shank, one half of it, and there's the other half of it there. Look, that's the shank in two halves. So if we get a really good strong shank in there, fasten the shoe all back together, and we then put a reinforcement piece under here, and it just keeps all the heel together, keeps it all tidy. Okay, so here's the heat pliers. We're going to take these nails out, get them red hot, and then just lift them out with the lifter. The shank is broke around about here. We took the shank out the other one. No, it's not that one. There's a shank somewhere. It's a broken shank. That's it. That's it. Cheers. That's a broken shank out the other one. And we'll put these big plates in here with a shank, and hopefully this will never be an issue again. So to get these out, heat pliers on there. That gets red hot. Pliers safely away. Just flick this out onto Dave's hand, and then yeah, and then same with all these nails, and then we can get under the insole to where the shank is bolted on. Oh, look at that! What a technical tool for cobblers to have, eh? What would we call this?
Heat pliers we call it, don't we?
Heat pliers. Heat pliers. I know it could be called something sexy than that, couldn't it? Some infused electrical current burning detaching device. And similar technology to what they used on the Starship Enterprise when they tis
Not the Millennium Falcon.
no, that was different.
Okay.
The Starship Enterprise.
The dilithium crystals.
That's it, the dilithium. That's inside this box here under my elbow. And, it's teleporting the heat into the nail and allowing it to come out. And do we get that one warm enough? Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Just to be fair.
That, and then this should split here. Coming from this side. And you'd think this would never go back together properly. Well, you might be right. Into there. And there's the shank. Not broken on this one, but a very weak shank. We could bend them. Get it off there. And then the shank is riveted at the other end. So we've just got to get a twist on there. That's it, break it free. And that's the shank out. And they're just useless, these shanks. Just nothing to them at all. Not any strength at all in those. So get these beauties in. Get these, another job. Don't let the shoe. Hello, we're here at the shoe healer in Doncaster, and I'm doing my own videos because everybody's getting fed up of me saying, come here, just do this, do that, do the other, just hold this video for me while I just sort this out. And so I'm DIYing it. I'm gonna have to see about one of those GoPro things and use one of those. Paul's busy on something over there. What are you on with, Paul? We'll swing.
Stitches on a crepe.
Oh, let's come in. Nicking stitches. Oh, on the top. So we saw on the other shoe where you pulled the whole sole unit off, yeah. So you cut the stitches on the top. This could be like a industrial secret. This couldn't it? Because right, okay. So what I'm finishing these boots off. Well, I've finished them. These boots that had the shanks fitted in there. Let's just see if I can. Right, so I'm wedging my phone up there. I don't know if you're getting this. These are the boots that we fitted the new shanks in, and I mean they really are absolutely solid. The pair of these. So they've had the new shanks in, and the new shank runs down here just to make them super solid. We've put new seat pieces. Oh, there's my phone. So these here, these are the boots that have had the shank down, and also underneath. I know it's not going to interest you blokes this here, because it's something that we do. This is what happens in a cobbler's shop. This is the seat piece, so it's a reinforced fibre seat piece that goes in there, and it just reinforces everywhere. We've put the new steel shank in, bonded it all back together. We've actually riveted it each side of the shank up the boot, and it's gone together, and it's really solid, and it's made a proper nice pair of boots. Now it's gone together 9 out of 10. It's really solid, but you know, if we're honest, and there's a few marks in the heel, I can just see one of the screw heads there has just pushed the lining a little bit. Yeah, you see, there's a few little. I know on the camera it's actually looking worse than it does in real life, and yeah, it's just where one of the screws has just cut. But generally, it's got some big screws in there. It's got some proper ironware in there now. You don't want to be going through a metal detector with these on, but it's what we've got to do to try and make it strong. And unfortunately, you just sometimes see a little bit where that screw has just pushed on the plastic a little bit and left a mark. It's reality, it's what happens, but I'm sure the customer will be thrilled with those, because number one is they're solid, and when they're on the floor down there, they'll be spot on. So that's that job done. I think it was around about the £50 mark, but yeah, I just don't know. Is it worth it? It takes a lot of time to do it, but sometimes I quite enjoy doing these jobs.